Good morning, everyone. How is everyone doing on this wonderful Thursday morning? Hope everyone is doing great. I myself just woke up not long ago, so I'm still getting moving. Not sure what we're going to talk about, but I'm guessing we're going to talk about knives today. I did receive a few new knives yesterday, so that's always a good day. Morning, Mr. Hope you're doing well this morning, sir. I was kind of boring with my pocket check last night. I carried the same two knives again yesterday that I had the night before, and that was my Tonto 8010 and my Shortcut. So that was kind of boring. I'm having to learn some stuff with light burn, so I didn't get much done yesterday as far as these didn't come in until late yesterday. I was lazy about it and just wanted to get some colors on the laser blades, the razor blades, lasered. So I ran the same little grid test on just 3 of them laid down there. I can use these out in the shop to get some blues and some color ranges for coloring the entire things. So I do have some numbers now, but I've got to learn the patterning aspects of light burn, how to replicate a pattern across the whole little shape that you've got in order to do some cool designs on these. So hopefully I will learn more of that today. I got to watch a few more YouTube videos. Good morning, Mr. Michael. Hope you're doing well, sir. Something else I got in yesterday, which was really cool, was those clone field sharpeners, the Work Sharp field sharpeners. And they are exact clones, down to the magnetic sides, everything about them, even the little booklet that comes on the inside. So they are definitely clones. They even have the same little markings on the inside here. So that's a good money saver. These are $10 instead of $35. Can't get that little thing rolled up like it was, but pretty close. But I got both of those in yesterday. Yeah, and then I had to order a minimum amount. I can't remember. I don't know, but I got this too, and it's a little butterfly knife with a 400 and a 600 diamond plate on it, just to keep around handy. This would be great to touch up all kinds of stuff. 400 and 600 will remove enough material, but will get you a decent edge on it on the 600. So that's cool. Yeah, I just woke up and I was sleeping under a fan. I apologize. Whenever I sleep, that fan blows on me and I always wake up a little stuffy. I do have like I guess I could be getting a little summer cold. I'm also a smoker, so that doesn't help. All right, so yeah, let me see. I got those on Temu, but you can order them elsewhere. Let's see, they were They're showing they're $7.72 a piece. Yeah, I had to order a $20 minimum, so I got 2 of these, and then I got this thing. I got all 3 of these for 20 bucks. Yeah, I just don't like broadcasting cold, you know. Not always good. But they have a red and a yellow one, and I will share this link since they're only $8. It says few left. Add to cart. So let me send that to the Discord real quick. By the way, I just sent a new link to the new version of the shortcut, and a seller that has them for $80 with free shipping, so you can get them all the time for that price. I will show that in just a second. Let me paste this link. All right, got that out of the way. Good morning, Knives Are Life. Hope you're doing well, sir. So yeah, that link I just said about the shortcuts, there's a new version. There's a hand-hammered version. Where the heck is my keyboard? All right, there it is. Let's see, Eagle Claw EDC. There's a store that has them for free shipping. I'm not seeing it now, of course. Dang it, why does it always work when I'm offline, and then as soon as I get online, I have issues with it? Alright, let me go back to my phone, share the link again. Oh, I already put the link, sorry. I put the link in the Discord. Here is that version. Let me click the link in the Discord here. So this guy has both versions with free shipping. He's got the original version, and he also has the new hand-hammered version, which I just bought another one of each. But as you can see, there's a new version. This one right here. And that one looks kind of cool. So it looks like he also has the proper blade versions. Hold on, let me get this image opened up for you. So he has the topo blade on that one and the patterned blade on the new version. So that's super cool. Mister, the link is already in the links channel. It's been there. It says new seller for the shortcut without crazy shipping fees. He also has the new version. So it's already in there. Oh, and if you use the code Reddit25, if you order one of each, you can get $25 off. So you can get both of them for around $160 or $80 a piece. So yeah, do that. Let me see here. So like I said, I did receive some knives yesterday. Let me show you those. I got 3 knives actually. Let's see, which one should I start with? I will start with this one. This is the Remet, the RTB that I bought to check out the size and everything, and I'm glad I did, because now I know I don't want to spend $200 on the titanium version. I got this one for $25. And the cool thing about this one is it came with, he had installed a titanium clip and skiff bearings, and he included the old clip and the old bearings. So I was able to take the clip off and put the original back on and have a free titanium clip, and I was able to take the skiffs out, and I actually was able to put in a pair of those nice caged bearings that I had ordered from China to replace the skiffs, and they fit perfect, and the action feels just as good, if not better, than when it had the skiffs in it. So now I've got a free pair of skiffs with the bag for another knife. I've got that free titanium clip for another knife. I now realize that this knife is a little too small for me, but great knife nonetheless. It does have a great feel to it. There is a sharp point on the end of the insert for the clip here. When you swap the clip, this sticks out the end of the knife, and when you have it in your palm, you can feel it poke you a couple of times, or I have. But you can get full 4 fingers when you use that choil. So it's a good size knife, and for most people, you could probably almost get 4 fingers on it. I can get 4 on it with really 3.5. But yeah, I got that for 25 bucks, and it came with $13 free skiffs and a titanium clip. So I feel like I got the knife for free basically. So that's the first one I got yesterday. Then the second one I got is super cool. It didn't look anything like this in the pictures. And this one also had skiffs in it, and he sent the original bearings. And I was able to find another size of those caged bearings and take out the skiffs out of this too, and have them in the bag and everything. He sent the little skiff baggie, so I've got 2 pairs of skiffs sitting here waiting to go for a better knife. That one, and these are the ones. Let me show you. So the nice little fully caged ones I got from AliExpress are those right there, and these right here, and they both fit in these 2 knives. But here's the other set of skiffs that I got. So these were the original bearings and the skiffs that he had in this knife in the little skiff bag. And then these were the smaller size that I don't have any of, that will be cool to have from the RT. So that was a good score. I didn't pay quite as cheap for this one, but this is an old school clone that you can't find anymore, and this is the RJ Martin. And it's a lot cooler color than I realized. It's like a bronze, brown bronze color, and it's got that biorhythm pattern on it. And then the other side is just kind of like a rough textured dark color, and then it's had a dark wash, acid wash done on the blade, and it had skiffs in it, like I said, but when I put those caged bearings in it, it closes great now too. And I did check them out before I took the skiffs out, and I can't tell much of a difference. I would much rather have those skiffs in nicer knives that I will be able to tell a difference in than this clone and that cheaper G10 version of the Ramet. But this is a super cool knife, and I don't know if y'all remember, but we looked up the cost of it for just it doesn't really have a name. It's just a RJ Martin RJ Martin knife. And if you just go to Arizona, so he just has a few with numbers on. Actually, if you go to his website, he's got the same thing. But like, I think it might be called the Overkill. Yeah, that's what I decided. But you can see the prices on these Overkills. So getting a real one is out of the question. But yeah, this is the Overkill clone. And you can see that it's got the same, hold on, let me show you. So, yeah, got the same thumb wrap and shape and flipper tab shape and all that going on. So it is, and the screw holes and the lanyard hole. So it is an Overkill clone. I'm not sure if it has the logo. I can't tell because of the acid wash. But yeah, I like that color better than I thought I would. So that's super cool. Alright. And then last but not least, yesterday, I got another these, if you know what comes in these, it's all the nice knives from China. And this is the M390 version that Lemifshi came out with of the Duckling, the smaller one. And I got the milled version of it. I don't like holes, so I didn't get the one with holes in it. And I thought it would match my non M390 duck that I got from him. And the action on this thing is sick. The lockup and everything. Still Addicted did a video. He just got his in, and his detent was super light, and mine has perfect detent. Like, it locks in really tight. So I'm glad mine came proper. You can see it pull itself in there. You can actually hear it pull in too. Listen. It's got that little snap. So this is the M390 version. It is right at that border of 4-finger knife for me, which is about perfect. It's got the little thumb ramp. Like I said in the other ones, I wish it would have some jimping there, but the original doesn't, so I guess this one doesn't. I do like the new pivot collars on it. The thickness is good on it. Yeah, Lemifshi's been doing a great job as of late. And this one has those same fully caged bearings, like basically like skiffs. I can hear it. It needs a little oil on the detent ball. I can hear it rubbing against the blade when I open and close it. So that would help the closing action a little bit. But anyway, yeah, so that's the other one I got yesterday. Today seems like it's a slow morning with folks. Must be busy this week. That's fine. They can come back and watch it later. Let's see here. I did have a few links I wanted to show, starting with the fact that they will be releasing on Friday, tomorrow, some DLC versions of the original Hawk shortcut. They are $625, limit of 1 per customer. So yeah, if you're looking for one of those, they will be available tomorrow. Then this is the post that made me order one of the new hammer ones. But if you use the $25 code, it brings them down to $168, I believe. Right at 25. Let's see here. All right. Got that out of the way. Yeah, I know y'all are here, but the numbers are just slow this morning. That's fine. let's see, I did want to go through this is an idiot, but it's a cool knife. Someone else posted about the Rask clone, the new version. Y'all saw my review of it. Yeah, the Leatherman thing, I'm still on the fence about Leatherman making things other than just multi-tools. Like, they need to stick with the Arc as their flagship instead of making $300 knives. Let's see here. I had something else. Looks like somebody used like some whiteout or something. I don't know what they did to draw in, maybe a paint marker or something. Let's see. I think unless the chat is lagging, I think everybody might be behind again on the live. Because Michael just now said good morning, knives are life, and he got here like 20 minutes ago, so 15 minutes ago. So I'm wondering what's going on with the chat. YouTube is screwing with my channel for sure. They've been doing something. I don't know what's going on with it, but they're not promoting me and not helping at all. So normally my shorts get anywhere from 1,000 or like at least between 500 and 1,000 views. So if I go down here, y'all can see the views over here on my shorts. 600, 800, 585, 800, 600, 173. And then all of a sudden, they just started dropping off and getting barely any views. 42, 35, 42, 11. Like my Annex short got 11 views. And then 9, 4. Like, YouTube is really screwing with my channel. And if I go back, so look at this last week. 50, 72, 30, 27, 39. I had a few that did okay, and then back to like nothing, like 4. Oh no, that's not even my shorts, sorry. Look, so here's my most recent shorts. 4, 9, 11. I mean, like literally crazy numbers. So they're not helping at all. 1. I got 1 view of this Tucson. When I was averaging before, I would get, 800 to 1,000 a day. And all this last week, they've just been limiting me to nothing. Which really sucks, because that's how I pick up new subscribers, is through the shorts. So they're screwing me. Good morning, TC. Morning, Waylon. How's your doctor stuff going, by the way, TC? But yeah, they're really screwing with me on my views, so I don't know what's up with that. But it is what it is. I'll have to figure out another way to grow. I thought we would look through some blade bench stuff today. And anything else y'all want to look at. Might have been a Cerakote pen that he used to draw in those lines. That's cool. The version 2 of the Tri-Stash is coming. You got to go see a neurosurgeon? That's no good, buddy. keep us posted on what's going on with it. Which version are y'all going to pick up of this knife? Y'all know which one I'll get. I'll get this one. But sure, a lot of you will get this one. Michael, you got unsubscribed? Oh, wow. Yeah, they're really screwing with my channel this last week. I don't know what's going on with that. But my analytics are falling way off. And like I said, my shorts views have been, I mean, I can't stress enough here that I've got literally 2 views and 3 views on a Tucson, 1 view on a Tucson video, when if I were to go back here to before they stopped, right here, here's another, I could find another Tucson. But look at all these, like, look at the numbers on these. They're all 800, 1,000, 900, 800, 1,000, 1,100, 900, 1,000, 1,000. Like, you can see all these numbers is how they're supposed to be. And then, as of late, they've been doing this. 2, 1, 39. Like, crazy. I don't know, it sucks. What, y'all didn't let me know which version you would, pick. Is everybody going to get one of those? You going to get the blue one? Who's going to get a PEI one? Anybody? It's a decent price on them. Let's see. What is the binge? Oh. I thought it was a section of the website. Purple hardware kit. The blue or the blackout? Yeah. Yeah, I thought it was a section with something. I thought they had more than one. I wasn't paying attention. Let's go look and see. I don't really want to look through here at these. I would rather look at I'd rather look at Knife Swap if we're going to do that. But let's see what Blade HQ has got coming soon, or new arrivals. Looks like the Mini Iridium is coming out. $68. The Iridium and the Bel Air are the only 2 Kershaws that I like as of late. Pre-order. I've still got to feel one of those Slims, see what it's talking about. And I still think that's a good price on that SOG knife. I'd like to get one of those, or have somebody tell me what it feels like. Civivi Natterjack. That's a weird looking knife. It's just the black and white patterning that gives it a weird look, I guess. It's a pretty cool looking little 3.2 inch blade. The Natterjack, huh? It's not one I've seen. What is this thing? How does that blade fit into the handle? They've done something with the aspect ratio of that picture, because that blade would not fit into that handle. They've got it at a weird angle. What a crazy looking fillet knife. Wow, that thing's weird looking. What kind of blade steel? 14C for 114 bucks. It's pretty wild looking. You have to open it with a nail nick, it looks like. So that's definitely just like a fillet knife. A little bit overpriced in my book, but it is what it is. The guile looks pretty cool too. Little $60. Got 4 versions of it too. Kind of like the lime green one myself. The handle opens up on that knife? Really? Have to go back and see that again. Oh, the blue part opens up. I see what you're saying. I got it now. I wasn't even looking at the colors. Well, that's pretty cool then. I mean, that's probably, but that little extra engineering costs you double what the knife, a little bit less than double of what it normally would cost. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. I didn't even pay attention that the blue tucks up in there. Good call, TC. I wasn't even looking at it. I was thinking they just did an aspect ratio. I wasn't paying attention. I'm still half asleep. That's a crazy hawkbill knife. The Orc Boss. I like that one. I don't like the price on it, but that's a crazy looking knife. Looks cool closed. I like how they kind of did the back to be symmetrical with all the little blade ridges. Yeah, to me it matters how a knife looks closed also, and that one looks good both ways. Open and closed. I'm not normally a fan of crazy knives like that, but this one, being a Wii, I know the quality is going to be good, so that's intriguing. Wonder if people have gotten these in yet. Mini Bulldog. Beglighter fixed. I like that one too. Yeah, it does look like a bird, kind of. It did. What's the 3.7 inch? That's a good little size. Ooh, I don't like that color on that G10. I think I would get, I don't know which one I would get. Let's see. kind of like that burlap micarta one that I picked to begin with. It would have to be that, or since I don't like black blades, it would have to be that or just the black one right here. And I don't like the handle shape of the G10 texture. I don't like it nearly as much as I like the full look of the burlap micarta. That's a good little size. Good morning, Fred the Lug. But 3.7 inch blade, I wish they showed the sheaths on it. It says Kydex. But I want to see how easy it would be to scalp carry it. Let's see if we can go to the Kaiser site. That must be that's a different version. That's not because this one has this is 3V, this is D2. I'm wondering if they don't have they won't be out yet, of course, but coming soon. I don't think that Kaiser has a coming soon section. So yeah, I don't think they're going to have it on here yet. They've just got that. Anyway, I like the looks of that one. Let's see what else we got here. Yeah, that Natterjack is a different look too. It kind of reminds me of that Wii. If they would have put a Hawkbill kind of blade on it, it would look very similar. Oh, there's one for Mr. Knives Our Life. Man, that's a nice looking karambit. I would even have to agree that that's nice looking. Mister, what are we describing about the shortcut? What's going on with it? So what did you say? The flipper is higher than the pivot. Yeah, so that gives it good leverage. The false flipper is lower than the pivot, and it makes a finger choil between the two. And you can, if you push that false flipper hard enough, you can get it to open from that. You don't even have to push it very hard. But yes, it makes a 4-finger grip between the two. Yeah, it does have good engineering. And I was explaining to someone that the lock, of course, when you're squeezing right there, you're always applying more pressure to keep it locked up. But yeah, it does have good engineering. Is that replacement spring that you showed, is that for the clip? Because mine feels fairly, stiff enough. Maybe it was a lighter spring, I'm not sure, but I don't know how this spring, since I haven't taken it apart, I don't know where this internal spring is. It's got to be inside here somewhere. I need to take this apart and see how it works, because I like to know how that spring is actually functioning and where it sits. Does it live right up here somewhere? Is it just a little, is it a bar spring or is it a coil spring? Like, I'm totally not sure about that. But yeah, the clip spring, I think that's probably where the replacement goes, because it looks like a coil spring. But I'm not sure that this one for the lock is a coil spring. It might be a bar. I need to take this thing apart. I can't believe I haven't. I haven't really been scared of it. Just hasn't needed it. So it's inside of here somewhere. Yeah, I still can't figure out. I'm trying to figure out the physics behind it, where this would be pulling, how that spring is. I don't know. I'm gonna have to take it apart. Maybe there's a disassembly video. But yeah, this karambit is super sexy. If I was gonna own one, that might be it. And it's not too much of a crazy price for a Wii product. Yeah, I like that a lot. I think I'm going to have to bookmark that one just to come back and look at sometime. I think I'm going to bookmark that other one too, just to have that Hawkbill one. This one. Let me get the one I like. Bookmark it too. Yeah, those are both wild looking things that I normally wouldn't think I would like. Alright. Back to coming soon, page 2. Gym 2.0. What is that? It's kind of a assisted opening. Boker got a big fixed blade. Boker's got a kitchen knife. Yeah, Boker's really hitting the market hard here recently with a bunch of stuff. Yeah, they're going to have all those different sizes of the drop bear fixed blades. The fixed 7, the fixed 6, fixed 5. Looks like they're going to come out with some mini bulldogs that match some of the full-size ones, which is cool. That's pretty wild. That's titanium too. Crystallized tie. That looks nice. Wish they wouldn't have done the black blade on it. Hopefully they'll start offering that that handle on some other knives. There's another version of that Begleiter fixed blade. They got they got both blade shapes, I guess, which is pretty cool. I think I might have to try one of those, and I might get the Tonto Chocolate Glacier. It's a weird. Oh, that's Rich Light. That's a black Rich Light. I haven't seen that. Chocolate. Oh, there's a picture of the sheath. So yeah, it does have holes on both sides, so you'd be able to put it for scout carry. So I definitely think I'm going to have to check out one of those. They've got the Warncliffe version 2 and the drop, or yeah, they got 3 different blade shapes. I got this one, they got the Warncliffe, and they got, I didn't even notice that, the Tonto. They're doing their thing with the fixed blades here recently too. Let's see, Zero frame lock. Is this one of their new series? This is Z. We got a Z model number. Nope. It's just got a KI model number. So it's not one of their X series or whatever they call them. Still a cool, it looks like it'd be a super easy front flipper. I don't mind the patterning if it's all titanium, like they've been doing with some inserts and inlays and stuff and different color titanium on top of titanium. That doesn't bother me as bad as just random holes. That blade shape is different for sure. Spitfire. Aluminum and micarta version. I think I like that one. It's a very streamlined, clean looking knife. They don't even have a picture of it closed. Wonder if any of the other variants do. I doubt it. Wow, that's a good price on that blade. I'd almost want to get that blade and do a blade swap with that version. Or the micarta version. Huh. Yeah, that's pretty crazy that they have that blade for the same price, $5 more. They usually charge $20 more or something. The Spitfire. The Biophase has a bunch of useless holes in it. Again, why? Why do we need that in our knives? I do not know. To me, it just makes it look cheaper and like a gas station knife. Well, what do I know? Also, call people he and she still, so that two-tone one is not as bad, I guess, but still. Did I notice how the new Kaiser Slasha is almost a direct copy of the MC Tarkin? No, I did not. I don't know that I even saw that Kaiser in question. So it's the Kaiser what? SZL. Oh, this one. That is one of their new Z series, ZX. Yes, we did see that one. Oh yeah, it also looks like a lot like a stout, JB, like a JB stout. If it had milling on the blades, it would look a lot like a stout knife. What am I comparing it to? The Tarkin? KIN. Oh yeah, except that the curve on the blade and the handle is a lot more drastic. They are similar, but the curves, I think, keep them enough. See, what does this one look like closed? I don't even have a picture of it. Yeah, they do. So the front flipper on it doesn't stick out quite as far. Well, I just opened, stupid. Yeah, they are very similar. But what is that other concept? The JB Stout. Which one is that one? Because I think it looks a lot like that one too. I think the curve of the blade. Well, I'm thinking of the other. Yeah, it looks a lot like that one too. Where am I? I got off on pictures here. Yeah, there's lots of knives that look a lot alike. I think that it's kind of like that video we watched of, yeah, it is a rear flipper. It's like that video we watched from NAFs where, I think it's an unintentional consequence. Like this video where he talks about that he stole a knife design. I'll just show a little very quick. So let me just show a little bit of this. I think this might help explain it.
Get back to us, Matthew. Claim
we got an image of Instagram.
the old Instagram.
And this guy, Gary, sent us an image of his knife
Yeah.
next to the little Lulu. And he's like, these are pretty close, guys. And I was like, oh, dang.
In fact, they are.
They are very close.
Yes.
So here's what happened. Gary, a few years ago, long before the little Lulu, designed a knife called the Minnow. And I bought this one to support and to have one for the show. And this is fairly dang close to the little Lulu.
Right.
That we released just a month ago.
Yep.
On Kickstarter. It's live on Kickstarter right now if you'd like to back it. In fact, today is the very last day you can.
But there's some kind of principle that
so he sends
throughout the
us a message, and I'm
world,
like, holy smokes.
there's different designs that get made by two different places that have no contact with each other.
Makers out there.
So I called him.
It's just something about human nature.
I'm so sorry. This has happened, and
There's only so many forms for things. Once you start holding things,
here's the thing. I've talked a lot about this convergent design.
Right.
Right.
yeah, convergent design.
Where people don't necessarily come in contact, but the human hand is a certain size, and then you put inputs into that certain size, and you end up with very similar outputs from a design. So this is called the Minnow, and I accidentally copied it with the little Lulu.
Yeah.
Which is so weird to me, and I've like had to kick myself and pinch myself, like, how did this happen?
Right. And with
So yeah, I don't think it might have been intentional. I just think it happens, which is kind of a weird thing. But they found that with other technologies too, like, well, pyramids is a good example. Like, they're all over the world, but those places weren't in contact with each other, and some of them are even down to the same size. So I think, I don't know, it could have been intentional, it might not have been. I think there's enough curve difference on the two with the curve of this one being rather drastic. With the both sides of it, where this one's more straight. But they are very similar. And I guess there's things with knives too that people like certain things, and then other people try to design things that look kind of close to it because they know the other one sold well. So I think it's a combination of all that, maybe. What is this HK fixed blade here we're looking at? Let me close some of these windows. That's a, looks like it would be a worker for sure. Ancient aliens. Dan Stan, good morning, sir. Yeah, that definitely looks like it would be a good worker. Not sure. I've not ever really heard. That's got Magna Cut too, but usually HK has not done the greatest job on their Collabo knives, but that one might be decent. Have to keep an eye on it. What else we got? We got some without pictures. Back to the Strix that we've already seen. We saw those a couple weeks ago. So that's the coming soon on there. Let's check one more time if the coming soon. I don't even know if they have a coming soon. No, they only have a new. Brand new. I've still got to try this brand, that Acta Non Verba. Bear. It's Bear, not Bexar. It's called Bear. Town in Texas. I have learned my pronunciation on that one. Yeah, that Acta Non Verba. And this little thing is cool, and y'all know I've talked about the clone. Well, the clone is available now, and the clone is like $100, so it's more than the original, but it's made out of titanium, so I'm curious to see what Rivery is going to charge for the titanium versions. But the Jufull version is available now, the titanium version. I don't know if I can find that quickly, but it is available. I don't know what it's called. I can't remember. Oh well, I'm not going to spend a bunch of time looking for it, but it is available. I believe the breakdown of it, I think it's available. Somebody posted a breakdown. Man, that's a pretty knife. Poi Kilo is doing their thing, man. I got to get back in touch with them to get them to send me some prototypes and stuff. So yeah, the shortcuts all over, but there was a breakdown. I should be getting that Geo knife shipped any day now too. Stellar. Come on, where are you at? Stupid breakdown. Yeah, that was a good knife day for that guy. Kubi's first ever. Let's just see the video on this.
All right, so today I've got for you the Kubi Ballistic. This is their first attempt at a balisong, and it's not a bad attempt. I like it so far. I haven't had it very long, but I kind of shared with you my thoughts on it and kind of an overview of it. This is titanium handles, 14C 28-inch steel blade. It does have a latch down here, no pocket clip. The latch is not spring loaded. So just give a little squeeze. Okay, there you go. A little squeeze, pops open. Like I said, it's not spring loaded, so it does flop around when you're flipping. And it's already starting to scratch the bottom here just a little bit. I was thinking about taking it off and removing it just so it doesn't scratch up the bottom. Not sure yet. May or may not do that. It is not on bushings. It is on washers. When I first got it, the screw was loose on the Zen pin here, so I went through and I tightened all the screws down. And you can usually do that with balisongs that are on bushings, and it won't bind up.
That's a new breed EDC design too.
So I tightened everything down, and it completely.
That's pretty cool.
It was like stuck, wouldn't open at all. So I went through, loosened everything a little bit. I think I've got it pretty good right now. You can see it's pretty decent. Now this is not, you know, geared towards flipping. This is a ballast song that's geared towards EDC. As you can see, it says NBD, EDCD there. Very, very sharp edge. I mean, razor sharp. I went to shave some hairs on my arm and it actually cut me a little bit. But yeah, I think it feels very solid. It's about 4.8 ounces, they said. The blade is about 4.09 inches. And I think for an EDC ballast song, it's really cool. And I like that they designed it for EDC because there's so many ballast songs out there. Like the whole world is just all about flipping now. Every ballast song that comes out is designed towards flipping. And I think it's nice to have something that's more EDC friendly. Just to have something different in your collection, you know? I do like the black wash. It also comes with, it also comes in just a regular titanium finish, stonewash finish. But
yeah, that's a cool.
Busted
That's a cool design.
Lash though. But overall, I like the thing. I think it's cool. I think it's a good EDC ballast song. It's real solid feeling. The fit and finish is great on it. Looks really good. Super sharp.
All right. Yeah, somebody talked about that artisan we looked at not long ago, the Butcherling. A bunch of stuff going on the Discord. I will get there in just a second. Let me find this breakdown of the I don't know why I haven't come to it yet. I feel like it might have gotten deleted because it's a winter pudding post and it should have already been here. So I'm not going to go much further. I could type in winter pudding. Pudding was his dog's name, if y'all wonder why. Yeah, so it's been deleted. Quite sure. Oh, now here it is. So they're calling it the push card. But it is titanium. And this is the Gen 2 DLC, and I don't know, and I don't think it's exact copy because I don't think it has the clip mechanism the same. I'm not totally sure. I haven't checked it out, but it is for sale. I guess it's only $80, but that's still $10 more than but it is titanium. I don't know. I haven't tried one, and that's not really my thing, so good morning, keep it scale stupid. Oh, Knives Are Life. That ballast song comes with a trainer also. That's awesome. Let me go check out and see what's going on the Discord here. I heard a bunch of beeping going on. It's in knife picks. Oh. Quite a few things here. Let me share those out to the stream. I know people like seeing their stuff out on the interwebs. I like showing it too. So, TC posted this. Was it? I don't think it was today. I think it was yesterday. 2 days ago. And Dave's posted this. I didn't get around to showing it, so I will show that. I believe that's a Tucson. Yeah, it is a Tucson. Then Waylon shared this a couple of days ago in the afternoon. That's a cool looking knife. I bet that's a budget Temu knife, possibly. And then here's the giveaway knife. Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid posted. I didn't realize I gave you the plain one. I thought it was the milled one. I would have kept that plain one. You want to trade? Mr. Keep It Scale Stupid, I will trade you that plain version for my milled one. Dang it, I should have paid attention better before I sent it. But you might like the milled one better. It has more, let me show you the difference here. Where's my Kaiser box? I mean, my Kubi box. Well, it's the same box. Kaiser and Kubi. let's see which one you like better. I don't care, but the milled one has milled lines in it, and it's the same exact color. It's milled, same exact knife. It's just got the micro milling on the handles. But I would almost like that plain one better. But if you like the plain one too, that's fine. But I would pay for shipping to ship this to you and have you ship me that one back. I've not carried or used this one. It's still basically brand new as well. Has great action. Yeah, I think you would like the micro milling. It's cool. If you don't have many milled knives, it'd be cool to have one. I'll figure out how to do that if you don't care. I mean, you don't have to. Trust me. If you want to keep it, you're welcome to. But you know me, I kind of like just plain. All right, cool. Well, we'll make that happen then. Thank you, sir. I didn't even pay attention until you posted a picture. I do like this. I need to get out my other. I want to see how this looks beside the duck of the same milling. And that, what in the heck happened? Oh, and that RJ Martin. I don't know. I really like that bronze color for some reason. Like that. That's a cool looking clone to have. And like I said, they're $3,000 or something for a real one. So I won't ever own one of those. Now, what did I do with those? Ducklings. I think they're in this bag right here. Let's see. I want to see how it looks beside the full size. Of course, it is M390, so I will be getting an M390 full size one if they do come out, or when they do come out. But where is the... Did I not get one? Wait a minute. Am I missing some knives? Did I get the plain version? I'm totally confused. I could have sworn I bought one of the new. Yep, I'm confused here. Because could have sworn, yeah, I did. I just don't have it out yet. Where is it? Is it back here? No. So there's the two Jufool ducklings next to it. And they do have the different pivot. And I'm wondering about the thickness, overall thickness. I haven't compared them. But it looks like the blade looks a little thicker. Looks a little longer too, huh? The blade does look longer on the... Wow. That's cool. I wonder which one is more like the original. But I know I bought this milled version of this size. Pretty sure. This is the problem when you buy too many knives. You can't remember what you bought. Let me see if I can do a quick search here and see if I did do that. Let's see. Could have sworn I bought two. I bought both versions. I mean, I bought two versions of the Lemifshi. Okay, here's the ducks. Oh, I guess that is... No. I got them both. They're missing. So what did I do with them? I've got two more ducks. I've got the milled one like this and the one with the holes in it. Well, that's not cool. They should be with the others, and then I didn't realize I had that many duckling knives now. I've still got the old SMKE version too. Where would I have put those? I guess maybe in my nice clone case? Like, could I have found a home for them in there when I was going over all my knives last week? You have to bear with me for a second, guys. I'm doing a knife search real quick. Let's see here. What did I do with them? Alright. That's not it. That's all my winter blades. Oh, this is the one I was thinking of earlier. With the curved blade that looks a lot like that other one you mentioned. So, and this one is not a rear flipper either. So, this one looks a lot like with the curve blade as that one you mentioned. But yeah, I was thinking of that one. All right. There's the Lamia, EMP, Arius, Lemifshi, all my Rosies, my extra. I'm still not seeing them. I'm getting. There's no way I have misplaced two super nice knives like that. What in the world? Yeah, I'm not finding them. By the way, that Satori Custom Knife Factory, I sent one to Ed, and his stupid mailman won't leave his mail, so he's still got to wait a few days to get it, but can't wait to see some pictures of it. Yeah, it's not in here. I've got two more missing knives though, so now that makes me super mad, because y'all know me, I'm pretty good about knowing where my knives are. Man, this thing just, that mirror polished titanium one with the mirror polished blade, I gotta get something done to it. Like, I want to see what Anno looks like on that mirror polish. That thing sticks out whenever I pull it out of the bag. I mean, out of the case. Yeah, they're not in here. Oh. Now I know where they are. They're in a little, I just remembered, I think I took them to work in one of those new little, yep, I know I did. I put them in one of those new little cases. Aha, hold on. There's one laying over here. Is that it? Nope. Wait. there are 2 knives in there. This is a I thought it was in one of these. I think it is in one of these because this is a random knife that's out of place, and so is this one. My mini jet. Whoops. And my Falcon. So there's, I thought it was in this one, but I think it's in another one of these that I have not put in the right place. Is that your Satori? No. What do you mean, Satori? I've had that one forever. And then I bought one from one of our Discord members that I sent to Ed. So neither one of those are yours, I don't think. By the way, good morning, Sever. Been lurking in the background back there? What are you doing back there, man? And where is this other knife case? I am missing a little knife case, evidently. I hate when this happens. Then this one, let's see. Nope, that's my petrified fish one. I can't remember the new colors I got and where did I put those. What is going on outside my house? I don't know if y'all can hear that bell, but that's a chime saying somebody's in my back area. And I keep hearing it. And I have no idea what's going on out there. But it's driving me nuts. Along with missing these knives. It's driving me nuts. It's probably in my car or something. Oh well. I guess we'll move on. Aha! The blue one. Found it, I think. Oh my God. There they are. Boom. I wasn't going to give up. Y'all know me. I don't give up easily. Alright. So. Now I got all my ducks in a row. Too much information, Sever. But yes, please come back. So I had these knives in there. I was going to shoot this. This Riot is super nice. If y'all don't have one, that center lock, that pivot lock, super nice on this Riot. It's the PLXT, I believe. But y'all need to check this knife out. It's got that swooping shape that I've talked about, that you can get down and cut stuff without your fingers hitting. Yeah, it's a super cool knife. And everybody needs a center pivot lock knife. This one has the lock to where you can lock it. You can only lock it when it's open, not when it's closed. Yeah, maybe it's the lawn people. Maybe it's my girls out there. I don't know what's going on back there in the backyard, but I don't think it's a raid. At least I hope not. Well, got to fix the Devo growler clip. I didn't know it was like that. That's super annoying. So, it's got a scratch on it. Yep, that's annoying. So let's fix that really quick. Might as well, since we're here. So what do y'all got going on today on this Thursday? I'll show y'all how I fix clips. If I can get this stupid screw out. They feel like they want to be stripped. One of those ones I got to be careful with, because they will end up stripped if I'm not careful. Alright, so all I do to fix clips like that, wow, that one looks like it should lay right, but it's just barely off. All I do is I take my little things that I've told y'all I keep over here to the side. My little Gerber dime, and I just take a towel or something, which I don't have a towel handy. I should. Yeah, here's a. You gotta excuse this one being a little dirty, but I just grab it with the towel so that I don't mar it up and scratch it. And then I just tighten it up a little. Try to get out at the very edge so that you don't have to put much squeeze on it. And just put a little bit of a squeeze on it and hope that you did enough. Reassemble and try again if you didn't. I think we got it with that one. Michael, good luck with your meetings, buddy. I hope one of them is not a raid. Alright, got one of them started. Yeah, these screws are ones that are about to strip, so I don't want to have to take this clip off too many more times. Let's see if I got it right this time, though. I don't feel like I put much of a bend into it, but guess we'll know momentarily. There we go. No more dinging. That's all you got to do to fix clips. Yeah, that was totally annoying. I could probably bend it a little more just to be careful, but it's not making that crazy noise like it was. But yeah, I'm really surprised at the blade length on the M390 Duckling and the blade shape. Oh wow, I didn't notice that either. So it has almost a yeah, the blade length. I'm wondering if overall length is different. I've got my ruler here. Guess I could check it out. But it's definitely longer. Overall length. It's right between. It's definitely 3/8. It's 7 3/8 on that one. And on this one, yep. 7 1/4. So it's a whole 1/8 longer overall. And you can tell the blade is longer. I don't know if y'all can tell the blade is longer, but looking at the top of it, you can definitely see. Let me get, if I line up the thumb studs, you can see the Lemifshi blade is longer. And I'm guessing, I don't know about the handle widths. Let's check that out, I guess. So in inches, the Jufull is .474. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, .474. And Lemifshi is .502. So it is thicker also, which that's cool. I appreciate Lemifshi. I don't know. I think he tries to get them more like the originals. All right. So I guess that's enough about those knives. Sorry it took me a minute to find them. And I kind of went on a wild goose chase for a minute, but it is what it is. Part of the knife world. But yeah, these $7 clones of the field sharpener. Thank you, TC, for recommending these. But they have the same rods, the same little dial, the same book inside them, the same hook sharpener, the same strop. I mean, they're exact clones. The only thing I noticed different, I was thinking that the booklets would even have the, the work sharp stuff on it, but it doesn't. It has some little Italian pizza guy on it, which is totally weird. But it does say guided field sharpener 2.21. So I believe that's the same. Yeah, these came off of Temu, but it's got the same instructions, but it doesn't say work sharp. It's got some little Italian Zalida. Looks like a pizza box. But it does have the same little booklet inside it. Just doesn't say work sharp anywhere on it, which is good to see. I wouldn't want people to be able to sell these on eBay and stuff as the exact same thing. That would suck. See if I can get this thing wrapped up a little tighter than last time, because it didn't fit in there too good. All right, now it's in there better. But yeah, these are like $8 instead of $35. I'm gonna give one of them away as the episode 200 giveaway. I'm gonna do a little package deal, and this is gonna go in episode 200 giveaway, which is coming up soon. We're at 189. I know we just did one at 183, but that was 6 months. Got to do one at all the 100 episode marks. All right, let's go back really quick and look at some more new stuff before we end. And that was really cool seeing the cell shading. A lot of people don't like that look, but it's definitely different. And I'm still totally confused about the way of knife thing that they said, because they said it was not Cerakote. And says read details. And they do all kinds of stuff too. And I'm just curious. So I get that you could do the black ano, but he's right about the white. You can't really do white. And I'm wondering if that's not really white, if that's just the silver that they left through, shining through from the knife. I think that might be just the bead blasted finish instead of actually white. So I think that might be silver. It just shows up as white because of the contrast. But they definitely say they don't do it with Cerakote. It says right here, this is anodizing service and not Cerakote. So this can only be applied to titanium, no exceptions. Check out all the color options, choose your base color, and that's it. This is a very new service, so we're limited to photos other than the ones provided on the listing. Tie, cell shading, anodizing. Yeah. I don't know. Weird. But, like I said, some people like it, some people don't. Yeah, I think they hand draw it on with something. On way of knife, possibly. They might do laser, though. But you can't really get a white with laser, either. You can't get a white with anything. I don't think they're white. You can get a white Cerakote, but you can't get a white with any kind of anodizing. So who knows? Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if that way of knife is actually silver. It just looks white. But back to what I was looking at here. Let's see. Yeah, that Acta Non Verba. Do they have a website? Yeah. ANV Knives. So, this is a company I want to buy a knife from just to check out because I haven't. Their money is in weird increments. And I believe they're in, where are they at? They got it written on their knives. It's on the back of the knife. Well, let's see. We can go look at the other side of this one, maybe. Made in, yeah, the Czech Republic. Czech Republic. But I want to find one of these to check out. And Knife Center seems to have a bunch of them, so Acta Non Verba. So they had some that were fairly inexpensive. Wow, they have some that aren't too. I like that little 4-inch N690. Looks like they have more knives on Knife Center than they do on their website. I think I might start with that little version right here. Not that one. Maybe the DLC Drop Point Black G10. They don't really have titanium, huh? I don't guess they do. And I want to check out that blade steel too, because it's that Sleipner steel. Black aluminum handles. I don't think they have, whoops, titanium. Yep, they don't have titanium. but they do have a few aluminum ones. I almost want to try out that little fish looking knife, but probably going to have to be one of these. They're the ones with that super deep carry clip that sticks out past the end, which is kind of weird. What do y'all think of those knives? Welcome back. Size sharpening. Yeah, I remember you. Not going to forget you. Let's see what he says about it here.
Brand for us here at the Knife Center, ANV, or Acta non Verba, which is Latin, I believe, for actions, not words. And I'm just going to show 3 this week, but there is a bunch of stuff to take a look at in the upcoming weeks. The first is the Z100, and this guy comes in at about $130 right now. For your money in this case, you're getting a N690 blade, 3.3 inches, drop point, with about a half-length swedge here on the tip. That's going to remove a little bit of drag on that section as you move that tip through some things, especially on radial cuts. And a nice crown spine here on the back with the full company name right there as well. Interestingly, because of the way they've kind of lasered that in, it's not quite as good as like dedicated jimping, but you do have a little bit of texture there to grab onto. Just a hint of it. Kind of cool. Now there's several versions of this knife with different handle construction. We've got aluminum here with an aluminum frame on the back. Steel insert there on the frame lock, so you do get a nice solid lockup. But there's G10 and liner lock versions of this knife as well. Pocket clip, very deep carry with the wire clip here. In fact, it slots into the back end of the knife, and as you can see from the holes there, it is reversible for left or right carry. Now, the flipping action in this case, we don't have ball bearings on this guy. We are running on washers for this knife, which is going to make it a little less susceptible to dust and grit and that sort of thing. So if you're using this in kind of a dirtier environment, that could definitely be a good thing. It does take a little bit more effort to flip than some knives out there, but it still does work quite well. And as you can see right here in the flipper tab, you've actually got a little glow-in-the-dark pip that runs through that flipper tab. Kind of neat also. And a little bit of a defining characteristic on a lot of their folders. You're going to see that kind of across the range.
It's got a big flipper tab, but, yeah. So the Z100, they got it in frame lock, and he said they had it in liner lock, maybe. I don't know. 2.6 inch. It looks like the handle might be long enough on this, though, for 4 fingers. And this knife can only be opened with the nail nick, it's looking like. Because it doesn't have a flipper tab, and when it's closed, you can't get anything. So I don't guess I like that. It does have that glow-in-the-dark piece in the nail nick. So I don't guess that's going to be the one, because I can't open it. And then I don't know. I'm going to have to wait, I guess, because I don't like that giant flipper tab and no thumb stud. And I hate to delete a flipper tab that's got a glow-in-the-dark thing added to it. And I'm not even sure if it's big enough to put a thumb stud. You could probably get a thumb stud in there. I like that it's aluminum but has the steel lock bar insert. So that's cool. You wouldn't want aluminum against it. But I guess I'll wait on them. I've been seeing them for a little while anyway. Oh yeah, I saw that that our buddy likes the man, I'm not even talking. Tri-State likes he put out a new video talking about how he's addicted to the Man, I can't even talk.
Well,
The
hello, YouTube,
porcupine-
it's me, Tri-State
the porcupine.
Bright and early on a Thursday before the live stream, and we have...
So yeah, I like the fact that they're releasing it in a bunch of different versions.
Look at all of it. Texturing. Good God, that's why it's called the pork. It's got texture all over the damn thing. Oh, I love it. So much jimping. Jimp me, daddy. Jimp me real good. Okay. Flicking old top. Yeah, top liner lock. So button liner lock. Very good. Size comparison.
So the button liner lock.
Big at all. Pair
But I think I'm gonna have to try one of those. I'm really addicted to the top liner lock.
Substantial piece. Smaller than both. Get the rock wall out. A little bit bigger than the rock wall. A little bit smaller than this bad boy open. Flick it hole only. Oh, T-tent. Oh yeah, beautiful, clean, really tall flat grind, drop point style blade, relatively thin blade stock, 14C stone wash finish.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get one.
Well, that's lovely. That's lovely. Skeletonized liners, by the way, stainless liners. That is a delightful profile. I like that. I like that the blade is broader than the handle, too. It's a good look. Just a little bit broader.
Yeah, I hope they keep doing this multiple versions of their knives, because that's a beautiful knife.
And all that good stuff in there. Everything's looking nice. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get one.
I like that quite a lot. Open size comparison, pair 3, and 2. Yeah, again, smaller than both, no surprise. We'll measure it just for kicks and gigs. Shoo! 7 1/8. Just a hair over 7 inches. Not big. Give you the
Yeah, I could definitely get 4 fingers with that choil.
There is texturing fine. Choke back, yeah, easy 4-finger grip for me. If you have giant hands, you might struggle. There is texturing everywhere. Back here, jimped. Up here, jimped. Feels good, locked in. You really only have one grip choked back because it is such a small knife, but you're landing on jimping no matter what. And I like that. You know, I prefer that in a way. But that feels really good. Big old integrated finger choil, love that. Good sharpening choil as well. Choke up, guess what? Jimping out here, boom. Jimped. I'm so jimped. You have no idea. I got jimping coming out of my ear holes, dude. That feels excellent. I am so locked in. Again, no hot spots, no issues at all there. Pinch grip? Oh. My brother don't mind if I do. Don't mind if I pinch it all day. Yeah, it's an all day. You bet you're a hind.
Yeah, I like it.
Your hind quatars. Excellent. Locked in. Beautiful. How about a pencil grip? Sure. Yeah, nicely balanced, really lightweight, no issues at all. Pencil grip, you can do. You 100% can do. All right. Lock up, solid. Gotta love that top liner lock, the fun of a button lock, the security and the D10 of a liner lock. It's the best of both worlds, if you ask me. So let's talk action. On bearings.
Yep, I agree, Mr. Tri-State.
That D10 is no Roosevelt vibes. Similarity.
So, yeah.
Obviously, choil placement.
$69, is that what I saw flash up? Yeah.
Hell, I don't know. But you can see the similarities. Obviously, choil placement's different, blade shape's a little different, flick and hole's different, thinner handle, taller.
Cool.
You know, there's
So,
changes, but that's
how much
what
can
I
you get one on White Mountain Knives for? What am I doing? I don't know that they have it yet. What did I spell wrong? Oh yeah, they do. Oh, I don't know that I spelled anything wrong. Porcupine. Alright, there we go. Notify me. Probably have to get this one. I have to get it here because you can get it for $62. Yeah, I don't know if I should get the gray one, or do they have a white one? Do they have a white one with a silver blade? I kind of like the blue one too, but I could dye the gray one. I wish they had a white one with the silver blade, then I could dye it. Why is this one $55? Oh, open box. I kind of like the micarta one too. I could dye that micarta. Maybe turn it black. I think I would rather have the micarta than the G10, but I don't like that orangey color. Yeah, the mini psyop is pretty small, huh? I imagine, I haven't held one in hand, but I could imagine the mini psyop is pretty small. And the psyop itself is such an awesome knife. The Vosteed raccoon, yeah, I like the raccoon too. But whoops, what was I looking at here? Yeah, the psyop is such a cool looking knife. It's, I don't know. It kind of looks like I think it's a little wider. The psyop is a more narrow knife, I believe. But as far as the blade shape, I mean, it kind of looks like a little thicker, shorter version of the psyop, maybe. But the psyop is a lot of people's favorite knife from Vosteed. Easy, very easy front flipper. Great action on it. Great lockup. I should carry this one more because I really love this knife. I don't think I've ever carried it. And I wish the choil, see how, I don't know if you can see that, but the choil, I wish the frame would go down into that choil. I could make a mod. I could take off all that titanium and it wouldn't hurt a thing. And it would make this knife look super cool. I might do that. That might be a cool mod to do one Thursday. Go out to the belt sander and sand off this titanium even with the choil on the blade. But you can't really use all that choil because it's behind the frame there. So when you put your finger on here, it feels a little awkward. But yeah, I like the fact they're doing all the top liner locks with all their different versions. I'm gonna have to get one of those raccoons too. And I like knives, button locks, top liner locks that you can do that with. They have enough force that you can stop the blade as it's coming down, so the blade just doesn't drop. But the top to bottom, I feel like, you know, looks a little different, but super clean knife. But I need to mill, I should make that to where you can use that choil. It would be so much more comfortable. I guess y'all can see what I'm talking about. I wonder if the mini's like that too, to where the choil, like, why would they put that much of a choil and then hide it behind the frame? Like, I don't get it. Because it's not like you can use it anywhere else. Does the newer version fix that, Fred? I'm not even sure about the newer version. Is there anything different about the newer version? I mean, there evidently is. Other than LMAX steel. Yeah, they definitely fixed it on this micarta one. No, it's still covering up the choil. I don't know why they would do that. I still can't figure it out. So, isn't my what blade steel is mine? Oh, mine is the L Max version. Yeah, I think that's the same exact knife. What are we looking at new version wise? Because I believe the one on screen is the exact version I've got. Maybe I've got the new version. The A2202 and the A2204. That's the plain one. Maybe that's what you're talking about. 2205 is the blue one with the black blade. 2203 is the black and black, and 2201 is the black and black. Is the access different on these? Maybe these. Yeah, so they put a little. That's the different one, I guess. That's what you're talking about. Okay, I figured it out about the same time you said it in the chat. So you can see at the top of the channel where the button is, they milled out the whole top of it, where on mine it's got a full pocket around it, so they milled out both the edges so that you can get in there easier. But it is proud of the scales just a little bit. It doesn't sit flush, so I don't usually have a problem with it. You do have to let a bit of the meat of your finger go in there, but I guess you would have to do that even if they made it easier to access, just from the way it is. But it does go down in there flush when it's closed. And I don't have, since I come up like this anyway to get to the button, and I don't come in from this side, I don't see how that little part would help much, but maybe it helps you push it down a little because there's not that metal beside it there. Because like I said, you do have to use the meat of your finger to get in there. So I guess this side of that metal not being there, that would be an easy mod too. So I could just take this side of the scale off and just mill out, just sand out the outside of this frame, and it would give you, but I guess it makes it easier to push in because one side of it isn't enclosed. Yeah, but like I said, with this one, so a difference I see a lot is this button on the unnamed it sticks out a little more, and it's got more area around it, and it's easier to push. But this is a regular plunge lock. But man, the noises this thing makes, that it always does that double bounce at the bottom, but the access on this one, I like the jimping a little bit better. I wish there was some kind of texture on the button too. It's just slick. And I guess as far as button lock knives go, those are two of my favorites. I'm trying to think what else I've got that I like. Oh yeah, the ProTech has got it down. This one makes such a good noise, and it's so solid feeling. Like the opening on it is just so solid. Closing is good on it too. And I'm not sure, I guess it's just a plunge lock. You can't really see in there, but it doesn't look like it's a liner lock. But this is a great button lock too. And I like the reptile pattern that they did. Trying to think what else I got that I like as far as button locks go. I'm not a huge button lock fan. Oh yeah, both the new Vosteeds that I've shown y'all are excellent. So the Naga and the Thornton are both great. Button works great on both of them, and you can see they did that same thing. They opened it up out here on the outside, and the buttons are way bigger. But these are both, top actuated liner locks, and they both work great. And like I said, I like when there's enough pressure that you can kind of pulse the blade down. It's a good test I do to see how many times I can tap the button and stop the blade on the way down. See, that one wants to just drop because the blade's so heavy, but it will grab it a little bit. Yeah, add laser texture to the button. Man, I'm trying to learn this software. I got the laser dialed in, but now it's like learning the software to get everything lined up correctly is going to be the next big hurdle. But yeah, I've got to get my scanner. I need to get a camera mounted on my laser to where I can see real time through the software and line up things with the camera, and that would make things a lot easier. But yeah, Vosteed's doing their thing with that top liner lock. And I'm still a huge fan of this, the pivot lock. And Riot does a great job with it. So does the, that's the other one I was trying to think of. The Ankylo. I haven't seen my Ankylo in a while. Where is it? There it is. So that's another great knife that I love the shape of. And it's got that center lock as well. But the Riot actually feels better than even the Ankylo. But I love when they put that cutout flipper tab where they cut out the corner of the scale so that when it comes around it lines up. That just cleans up the lines of the knife. And see, this one has a full usable choil where they didn't do that with the Psyop. But that's another non-frame lock liner lock knife that I like. And then of course my Peregrine Falcon is the third center button lock, and it's probably the worst. It's not the worst, the actual worst, and I hate to say this, this button came out actually one time, but this one is not the actual worst. Actual worst, and I hate to say it, is this one. The prettiest one is the worst one as far as the center lock goes. This one feels gritty. It's not nearly, I mean, it just does not feel good compared to the other three. So the Riot probably the best as far as action, just smooth as can be. This one is just rough though. It's not good. I mean, I guess it would wear in, And this one is better than it, but it's not the greatest either. And I hate that because I wanted to love this knife, and I still like the knife. And like I said when I was talking about it, you don't use that when you're using a knife. You're either opening it or closing it, and you're using it. But this button being stiff and the action, I don't know, just doesn't feel great. But it only happens when you go to close the knife, so it is what it is. I guess that's pretty much all of my nicer button lock, center pivot lock knives. And then there's a big difference in crossbar locks too, but we won't get into that today. Well, guys, I think I'm gonna get off here and end this one. Got to go get some tires put on today. I bought a couple of new tires for my car, and they're being delivered here shortly, FedEx. And I got to run to the tire shop and get those put on the front, since I had a flat the other night. But I appreciate y'all being here once again. I've got to find a home for a few of these knives that don't have a home. Got all my ducks in a row at least. At least I was able to find those. So that's always good. Yeah, but the truffles, the problem with the truffles is it's got a fatal flaw that will eventually break. Is it's that little piece of metal where it connects.
Talked about it a little bit in the past. Right?
Whoops. It's got a little, yeah, it's a tiny little piece of metal that connects that reverse, and I hate that action on it, how you're pressing down to press something else up. It's like a seesaw action. It's not the greatest action either. And that little piece of metal will snap at some point. It is going to fail right there. Yeah, I've taken it apart on stream, Fred. I've shown that little mechanism, the little teeter-totter, but I don't like when you have to press a button to make the knife go the other direction. I'm not going to do it right here, but I've done that on video. But when you press this button, it's actually got a little thing that's pulling down on the liner. You're pushing this way to pull that bar down, which has a little seesaw looking thing that does that. Whereas if they would have put it on the other side, then you could have pushed this to push that out of the way, which is how all the other ones work. And why they work so good, because when you push this button, you're pushing the liner out of the way. This one, you're pushing the button on the same side as the liner, and it's got that little piece, and where it connects to the liner there is just a minuscule little piece of metal that is flexing constantly every time you push that to pull that in. So you're pushing on this side to pull this down. So that's kind of I don't know. It will eventually snap after so many pushes there. Anyway, guys, love y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. If y'all need me, you know how to get me. You can hit me up in my email. I'm going to go enjoy this beautiful day, and I hope you do as well. We will talk knives again in the morning. And I guess that's it.